Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. We'll see. I'm trying a cable here, just going to check to see if it's staticky or not. If it is, I'll switch it back. Alright, the combine's still here. Right, you can't hear if it's staticky if I'm running a tractor. Okay, am I staticky? Hi, James. Yes or no? Clear? Am I clear? Am I staticky? This is a hard pull. How many horsepower did this thing need? 105? This thing's only got 155. So I got 50 horsepower to spare. Alright, start a brand new game. 2 tractors, so multiplayer is going to be kind of useless on this, but I guess you guys could jump in and just hang out. I did buy 2 tractors. So the game is starting with 2 tractors. Old Case IH, but fairly big horsepower. And older Massey Ferguson. Sounds good. Hi, Ghost Bear. Did I say that twice? You're happy with it? Let's see what other people say. So I'm kind of starting this game with $0. When I say $0, you can see the top says $0. But we do own some property and quite a bit of equipment. And seed. We have a whole, got a small little silo of seed. We've got a small silo of fertilizer, solid fertilizer, a small silo of lime, and we also have 2 pallets of herbicide. And then a bunch of decent equipment and then some broken stuff that needs to be repaired. Still waiting for some level of sale. Well, if Giants keeps to their tradition, it'll be exactly a year before they do a sale. The game is less broken than it was. They did a big update on it this week. But it's still not 100% not broken. I don't know where to park. Well, I should just park this in the shed there, shouldn't I? See if it fits. Yeah, with the bugs, the game is definitely better. Now that we have GPS, and I put GPS on these 2 tractors, even though realistically these tractors would never have GPS. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so maybe they'll do a sale earlier. Who knows? We'll see. They might do a spring sale or something. But I doubt there'll be a sale this year, yeah. And then we got this Massey Ferguson. So our Case IH is 155 horsepower. We got a small engine in there. And then we have our Massey Ferguson at 170 horsepower. Okay, so I lied, James. It's a lot of sirens. Yeah. Who has a sale right now? Yeah, Steam has got huge winter sale right now. I predict we're going to have a lot of black ice tonight. There's going to be sirens all night long. You can share a link. Oh! FS22 is on sale for it right now, James. On a different website. It is 19% off. So it is on sale, apparently. Whoops. Oh, my GPS is not coded anymore. They said with the update that a lot of people lost their coding, or their whatever you call this. Oh, but it is. It says it is. Am I just hitting the wrong button? It's not working. It's there, but it's not working. Oops. I don't use that. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see if this works now. Yep, it worked. I had to reassign and weird. What's that? You're bringing the combine down? Set A. Let's get this figured out. Set B. Auto width. We'll probably widen it. Yeah, is the island having fun with snow, or is that just us? Oh, so hence why there may be a sale there. Might not be a real sale. You've bought a game on there before? Okay, so risky website. I guess if it's too good to be true. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that into a field, so I'm mulching this. Mulching everything. Maybe I'll start the mulching, kind of outline where I want and stuff, and continue it. While I go grab the plow and start making the field. I don't know if that's something you're into. No, I'm saying you can mulch while I plow. I'm just going to set up this mulcher. Width-wise, I think our GPS is off. Big, the width we can cheat in more. What's that? I don't know. That should probably be parked where the rock picker is. Yeah, that's where it should be parked. So maybe move the rock picker out and park the rock picker somewhere else. How far down can we go? It's further down than I thought. So. Okay. Rid of a tree. Okay, let's just see if this is... if I went too wide with the GPS. A little wider still. No, there's no room to park it in a shed. Just park it outside somewhere where a farmer might park it. Maybe we'll find a home eventually for it and we'll park it more often. What? Oh, it's back? It's back! Oh, thank goodness, it's back! Hallelujah, I love that. I missed that option. YouTube has brought it back. Now when you click on someone's name, the dots at the end of chat, click on there, and now you can go... I don't have it.
No, you don't have it.
I don't have it. I can't... I don't have it. I'm sad. Go to channel. Go to channel should be there. I missed that option. Maybe it's never left and I just lost it. Huh. That's disappointing. I think I can go wider. I'm just trying to set up the GPS here. So Jess has go to channel as her top option. And I like that option. I had it. I lost it. I don't have it anymore. Apparently she has it again. You can't put someone in timeout? You should be able to put someone in timeout. Okay, I think I'm happy with that width. Okay. I'm just gonna save it. Our first GPS. How wide are we? 1.8. Mulcher. 1.8. Save. Oh.
Channel report when you time out from the pipe. So if he's on Blu-ray check.
Nah, it doesn't make a difference to me because I'm probably the owner of the channel. I don't know. Okay, work on the plow. You just have to load the GPS and you're good to go. Yep, you have to re-key button. No, you don't. It's still there. You just have to redo it. So you have to go into the menu and just redo it. Oh, you did cruise control. I can't load your track? I can't load the mulcher track. We duplicated it last time. It won't let me do it this time. Okay, we'll just do it this way then. Oh, yours is completely gone. Auto width went a little ridiculous. No, that is not acceptable. A lot of rocks that just show up. Monkey out of the way. Just keep going up and down. Yep. I mean, you can go to the end as well, wherever, but just keep working it. On the bottom corner, there's some weird stuff once you get past the rock I want to deal with, but it doesn't have to be on this pass. Yeah, that vehicle definitely. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay, let's just see if that was accurate. No, it is not. Closer. Oh, your name shows up in the tractor now? Oh! Oh, there we go. That's perfect. I think we got that GPS. I noticed the rocks were a lot bigger that showed up in here. Lots of rocks. I'm like, this is crazy for rocks. There we go. Now I should be able to line that up pretty good. Yeah, you can see your name in the tractor now, yep. Perfect. I am happy with that. Yeah, as we get bigger fields, we're not going to do mulching on the bigger fields, unless we have spare time. I don't think any big farmers do mulching, but small farmers, it's like tilling, right? It's tilling the stubble and stuff into the ground. Okay, so I want you, next time you're on this end of the field, take care of this triangle. I'm going to get rid of the tree. I did install the forestry mod, so I can get rid of stumps with this thing. Because we're not really into the forestry thing. You guys all think there's a cell phone ringing when that bird sings? Thought I put that tree closer to the tree, or the rock. We'll deal with those trees when we have nothing else to do. Okay, So when you come down here, cut this triangle up here, mulch this triangle. Everything inside of this. Basically just mulch until it says you don't have rights to the property. A lot of rocks, big rocks. Oh, for this game? This map? Yeah, there's so many rocks you can go send them to the crusher and make lime out of them, yep. Minus $1. How did we get minus $1? Is the chicken coop losing money the whole time? Better buy some chickens then. We're going to have a couple of fields, so we're going to plant a bunch of stuff. Did I save this pile? I was quite happy with it. 1.8. Oh! Plow and mulch are both 1.8. Just the plow's got a slight offset. Okay. Our actual host could be losing money, yep. Yeah, all those silos might be costing money, yep. Yep, right. Yeah. Yep, mulch right to the road. No, you just keep doing your thing. You're good. Hey, Marka. Did you turn the heat down? Couldn't get a heater to work, so I asked her to turn it all the way up and then got it to work and then forgot to turn it down. And all of a sudden it's like, why is there like an oven in here? Oh, right. Free. The laptop is creating heat, and 2 computers are creating heat. And then 2 humans. Yeah, the road's gonna get very slick. It was raining really hard in Castlegar. And then snowing like crazy on Pulse, and just heavy, heavy snow. Eholt had snow, Anarchist had snow. And here it was raining and melting, so we're gonna have a lot of black ice. I guess it wasn't raining here, but all over it was raining. So it's going to be very slippery tonight, and it's supposed to be a really cold snap in the next couple of days. So all that slippery black, or all those wet black roads, are going to turn into solid black ice just in time for Christmas family traveling. We're not going to have a lot of rock because I turned periodic plowing required off. Only when we have new fields we're going to have a lot of rock. So kind of make this a little more of a North America map, even though the license plates are European plates, but whatever. I'm trying to run American. Got a Massey Ferguson is world, but Case IH. It is ominous. I predict a lot of people are going to die this weekend in car accidents. and the transmission, so it takes a bit to shift. So for Christmas and New Year's, there are how many crashes? 23 car accidents an hour between Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, I agree with you, Ghost Bear. I think that would be a good call. I'm kind of glad that there's somebody out there that made the right call. Because yes, family is very important and it'd be fun, but is it worth risking your life because it's going to be nasty out there? It's just not worth it when you know bad weather. What speed is your vehicle? 12, so you're actually mulching faster than I'm plowing. Yeah, you can still webcam with family and stuff if you really want to. Just bought herself a new webcam, so she's hoping webcam with family over Christmas. Our old webcam is dying. Yep, go ahead, buy a new one. We'll keep the old one. The new one would be good to have. Here your tractor is working hard, high RPM, doing the mulching. High RPM doing the mulching. Listen to that work. Ultra high RPM. Plow, low RPM. My maintenance is really low. Why is it that low? Huh? My maintenance desperately needs to be maintained. This tractor might also use more maintenance than that Case IH. Because maintenance on this thing is plummeting. Mulching what we already mulched? Oh, it didn't have GPS on. helicopter flies over every now and then too. Yeah. I haven't seen a hot air balloon, but I don't see it. Oh, way back there. Yeah. Yep. But every now and then you get buzzed. Your farm gets buzzed by a helicopter. Yeah. Your temperatures aren't bad compared to what we're gonna get. Yeah. On Sunday ours is gonna really drop. And then by Wednesday it's gonna be frigid. Minus 20 something Celsius. At least close to that. Well, I'll be wishing I was in Texas. I won't be going to Texas until next year again. New steel to Prince George? Everything's gonna be closed. I don't know if they're gonna do that. There might. I think there are gonna be some weird little awkward short little runs because there's a lot of places are closed the whole next week. It's gonna be a little tricky finding loads. Well, he's saving the lower mainland runs for the people that are not vaccinated. Texas run? I made it out alive. That windstorm was insane. It started in Wyoming. No, it started in Wyoming. And then went down to Colorado and it just got worse and worse. And we had road closures in Colorado. When the road opened, I drove an hour down the road and then they closed it. Okay, so I decided to sleep there and luckily it was open in the morning again, but there was big rigs rolled over in truck stops where the poor guys were trying to sleep. 107 mile per hour winds. And then Oklahoma extremely windy, Texas extremely windy. Texas actually got better as I got further down, but the top, they don't have forests there, but they had wildfires. Yeah, they had a lot of wildfires there. Texas was beautiful though, 26 degrees Celsius, humidity was 78%. So yes, the AC was going. But it was beautiful weather. But yeah, there was trucks and RVs rolled over all over the place. And then on the way back, at first they told me head towards Kansas, we'll find you a reload there. And then just before I started heading up, they go, never mind, head towards Denver, we'll get a reload there. Start getting close to Denver, I get a message. Never mind about Denver, head for Utah. Get a reload there. And on I-80, going from north of Denver to Utah, they had all the roads closed to high-profile light vehicles because extreme rollover risk. Actually, the winds were higher than a lot of hurricane winds are. Are you typed that? Oh, that's fine. I'm thinking the same thing. So it was like hurricane winds. Um, the road, I-80 was close to all these high-profile light vehicles, and I kept seeing all these RVs and cube vans. I hit record several times as a cube van passed me because they were driving sideways down the road, leaning way over, and all of a sudden the wind gust would hit them and they kind of switch over half a lane and kind of swerve and running sideways, and there was cops pulling all those guys over, or pulling some of them over, but not all of them. The cops can't stop everyone. And I'm like, is it really worth it? Running a high, especially the RV guys, you're literally, like a friend of ours says, you're literally carrying a home on your back. Why would you risk running it in that kind of high wind? Just park. It's just healthier. Is it worth that risk? Oh, and then of course I couldn't drive at night because of my wide load in Wyoming, Oklahoma, and Texas. I couldn't run at night at all, so I had to take extra hours off because I couldn't drive at night. Yeah, you almost do, like you see in those movies, some of the Storm Chaser movies, or the Anchor Down. What was the other movie that we saw recently that... What's that? He makes a robot. That was a good movie. It was a sad, good movie. You know, I'm trying to think what it is. Finch, yeah, Finch. I enjoyed it. He anchored down his RV. Twister, I can't remember if they had any anchor points on those. Maybe they had some kind of anchors. Can't remember if they had anchors on that movie. I remember seeing Twister. I wonder how well that's held up. Should watch that again. Tom Hanks movie, Finch. It's a brand new movie. It gave me the vibes of Wilson. What was that movie called? You know, where Tom Hanks had the volleyball, named the volleyball Wilson. Had a bit of those vibes. Castaway, there you go. Yep, that's it. It had kind of those vibes. completely different, but it had that kind of feel to it. You know, one dude in the middle of nowhere talking to inanimate objects. Yeah, do one more pass. And then you can decide to repair and then park that, or head to the north side and just pick any field and start mulching that. If you park it, then you'll want to grab the rock picker. So that basically there's those two jobs. Continue mulching up top or picking rocks, huh? You haven't picked rocks yet? You should do some rock picking then. That's fine. What? No, I thought you were talking about Marcus' comment, a breezy movie then? I don't understand that. It's a end of the world survival movie. Watch our money go negative now. You'll have to open the door sometime. I use my mouse to open doors. Like it. There, the plow must be right on that edge where it wants to plow part of that. It doesn't. That's all right in the future. The field will extend. Tomorrow will be 12 seconds longer? Oh, you mean the sun will be up 12 seconds longer. Days are getting longer again. Hallelujah. I've never used a GPS for the rock picker. I don't drive in straight lines with the rock picker. The way the rock picker works, it's probably easier going the other direction around the field. Just as far as lining up the rocks, I don't know, that's completely up to you. I know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I only run where the visible rocks are. It doesn't. It only picks up where the visible rocks are. That's why you just swerve all over the place and just aim at where piles of rocks are. They're there. You just have to go on the grass and get them. You'll have to drive the other direction to get those. Doesn't make a difference, did it? Oh well. Good enough. Yep, wherever you see rocks, just run over it. That's why I don't use GPS. I just kind of swerve around wherever I see a rock pile. We have nowhere to sell them right now. Well, maybe. I don't know if we can sell them in the store. We can just make a pile for it. That's what we have. Farmers make piles. Kind of go somewhere in our yard here and dump the rocks. Farmers make lots of rock piles. I actually don't like how close this field goes to the edge of our land. We're going to make our own field, so I'm not going to go that close to the property. I can hear the rocks. As far out as I could zoom to hear the rock picking going on. Okay, what do you guys want me to do next? Mulch or lime this field? Actually, liming this field would be... No, not mulch this field. Mulch the other field. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to mulch because I can't lime this field until the rocks are picked, because picking the rocks on a lime field is hard. It's definitely hard. too far away. I can't quite get that far zoomed in. Whew, I am tired. Yeah, got a couple days to relax. Look, we're $1,000 in debt. It lagged me out. You've been up since yesterday? Go to bed. Or is insomnia a thing? Yeah, I've been on the, ever since Texas, I've been at the get up at 4 in the morning cycle. It's not loading that mulcher for me. Load the plow. There we go. Yeah, if you overtired yourself, maybe you'll wake up at a reasonable hour. Sleep in for once. I tried to sleep in today, but that didn't work. I'm gonna set the alarm for 7 a.m. No, 4:45. I'm up. think in the winter the local runs are more rare, so I get up earlier because I do a lot more time zone runs. Yeah, I haven't had a Sunday off for a while. This will be my first Sunday off in a long while. Friday, Saturday, and a full Sunday off. And part of a Thursday. Just the evening. Still. Yeah, definitely get truck leg. Somebody commented in the video, I'm confused. Weren't you just in the Kootenays yesterday? Like, when did you shoot this video? I'm like, well, yeah, I was. Yes, I can be in the Kootenays one day and I can be in Idaho the next day. That's not unusual. When you drive 11 to 13 hours a day, it's not hard to change. And Kootenays is not that far away from Idaho if you think about it. Got them all? Okay. No, you can keep it just in there until it's all the way full. Yeah, you can maintain it. Riding those hours is actually harder than driving them. Just takes naps. When you're a passenger, you're not paying attention, you're not doing anything, and you get bored pretty quick. Jess has learned how to keep herself busy, but that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to set up GPS unless you want to set it up for Lime. So I will just park this, cut down that one tree, and then I'll grab the Lime and set the GPS up for that. Quite a few trees to cut down here, so we'll just put them all by this rock. Jess is wearing a green hoodie. Okay, so what do we do to that wheel weight? Or not wheel weight, front weight. Piston weight. We're definitely getting the bigger weight. The bigger weight is the red one. I'm hoping it's big enough, honestly. Just had to stand in the way, so we have to run her over. Seed, fertilizer, lime. I'm just going to fill up halfway because it is big and heavy. There's the helicopter. Oh yeah, see, even this only filling it halfway is already too much for it. So, auto width 42. We'll see how that works. Good there. Seems like a huge spread. I wonder if that would actually spread that wide. Seems pretty drastic. I think that's definitely overcooked. Uh, 42, yeah, 42. Okay. I did not repair. My bad. We're $2,000 in debt. Oh, what can we seed? Let's take a look here. Can only seed canola right now. Let's seed canola here, and then barley and wheat will be on the other 2 fields. And then of course we'll do oat, and corn has to wait, sunflower, we can do soybean. And sorghum. So we can do wheat, barley, canola, oat, soybean, and sorghum. We should do sorghum on one of the other fields? Okay, we'll do that on the last field because we can't plant that until spring. So we'll probably do canola and wheat or something like that. Canola being seeded on the first field. Mulching is happening with the other tractor. It's a hill. You don't want to do any building on that hill. Yeah. The game feels like it has weight to it. Things feel heavy, and they're things that should feel sluggish, things that, like, the game definitely, I don't know why, but it feels more, it feels better when you're playing it. I don't know what they changed that made the game do that, but I think the width is just like dead on. Yeah, just save it like that. 3 meters. Cedar. 3. Save. in this field needs rolling, but we don't have a roller. Roller's a good percent. I don't know what, but rolling is worth it. We just don't have the horsepower to do that. One of the first priorities will be upgrading the horsepower of these. No, maybe not. First priority is to buy chickens. Is that our first priority? Yeah, we'll have sorghum coming in. We're not going to have money to buy chickens until sorghum is ready to be harvested anyway. Greenhouse. And front end loader, your tractor can be upgraded to a front end loader, so we'll have to buy that. Until can't get any for it. Because we're going to keep mulching north all the way. Till it tells you mulch everything. I learned that in my single player game. If you just mulch everything, it gives you good reference on how big the fields are. Don't plow with the outside of those, and it works pretty good. Mulch everything on the north. If all of a sudden trees are in the way, mulch south around those trees. Both sides of the road, just mulch everything. Mulch all our property up there. And definitely run the RPMs more accurately in this game. Oh! That's what I did wrong. $20. Had to add $5 to the secret word giveaway. Yeah, we had lunch at 3 p.m., so kind of skews everything. Things you're hungry for is sugar. The plan is to play some American Truck Sim tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Jess has got some new skins to show off. I just don't play the game enough to work on the events. It's like when the game has events, it's like I couldn't do any of them. I don't play it enough. Honestly, I don't enjoy trucking sim as much as farming sim. I guess that should be obvious to anyone. English muffin cabbage salad. And cabbage salad. That's a weird salad. Just hankering something like included dressing and a lot of stuff is what makes a meal unhealthy. Same with if you go to fast food and order a burger. If you get it without the dressings, the mayo and the secret sauce they put on stuff, the burger becomes a lot healthier. just so you could if you wanted. Which would make it a lot harder to actually make money in this game. For 2 tractors. But I think we should be okay. Oh, no contracts to save us. There is something that could save us. Need a front end bucket for that. There's an easy way of getting $1 million in this game. And that's finding all the hidden cartridges, which are all hidden in the same spot. So it's basically a money cheat. Right up and down with a GPS on it. Because then the line won't be accurate. Just, yeah, run it just to the end where it says you can't get more that way. It's not an accurate line. I know, if you turn the GPS on, just hit the 90-degree angle and then run it, you can get a straight line going up and it's accurate. Just I need an accurate line for plowing the field. What? We don't have what? I know, that's why I'm complaining. I want an accurate line. I don't like mayo. Never, but I like a lot of the sauces that they do add that I do like. I just say no sauces. Hey Don, because I actually like the food more natural, more. I like to taste my beef. I like to taste my chicken. Putting mayo in my foods, I don't want to know. There's a difference between having mayo as a sauce or as a cooking ingredient. There's a difference. Just don't want to know. Says he's fine. Did I ask you how you were already? Mark it. I should be editing video instead of doing this. So I'm like 4 or 5 videos behind. I'll be uploading and editing. I'm going to edit at least one before bed and then have it render overnight. And get at least 2 done every day. And maybe 1 every morning and 1 every evening. That way I'll get caught up and so God. After being gone for 2 weeks. Every day on the road I've rendered at least 1 video except for today. So I have it by itself? Oh, weird. Good fish done right doesn't need goop. I like, just like Jess always does, a little bit of lemon on my fish. Just a little bit of lemon flavor on my fish. Take a fresh lemon slice and squeeze it over the fish. All that's needed. Doesn't even need that, but I like my lemon. Citric acid in that, right? Perhaps why I like lemon. Good kidney stone prevention. Since I'm becoming an expert on kidney stone repair. No, I don't have a new one. Knock on wood. Pickled dill juice. I just like broad, just dried dill kind of, yeah, dill, like real dried dill sprinkled on it. Vinegar. Vinegar is a big, like, Canadians put vinegar over their fries, but I'm not a big vinegar person. I don't mind it, but I'm not as big of a person. Yeah, I didn't roll over because I wasn't running a van. Yeah, that was entertaining. What was it? 26 degrees Celsius? 26 degrees Celsius with a 78% humidity. I would go again. Boss said go right after Christmas. I'd go, okay. Miss Vicky's spicy dill chips. Yes. Miss Vicky's spicy dill chips is something that lives in this home quite often. Don't taste as good as store-bought. I taste just fine. That was good. Fudge. Homemade, just made fudge. What? Mint flavored fudge? I like mint, but I prefer non-mint. Homemade fudge. You made this yesterday? Today? Very rich. I like it. That's a good idea. Put mint chips in it so you got a mint burst every now and then. What's that? I'm looking forward to what you're making tomorrow. Okay. Oh, peanut butter balls! Oh, no, actual potato chips. If our line is quite 100% straight. It's okay. What did you mess up? No. GPS. I set up a GPS and it might not be a snap into 100% straight. Not blaming you for anything. It's a steep hill. Holiday plans? Just stay at home and just relax. Do a traditional jigsaw puzzle. Cinnamon rolls, bacon for breakfast. Christmas music. Simple, relaxing. Literally didn't get each other a gift. No gifts. Our gifts are having a good, relaxing time together. I guess webcamming with family is going to be a thing too. Which means I have to still get dressed. It's the only downside to that. Especially with the road closures 2 weeks ago. I didn't know if I was going to make it home for Christmas. And being home early, that's pretty awesome. Desk camp, you don't need pants. Accidentally stand up. YouTube and Twitch gamers have made that mistake. They're doing their gaming and all of a sudden they forget what they're wearing and stand up and go, whoop, not wearing a lower half. Yeah, nothing wrong with putting on pajama pants. you quit or what did you do? Okay, I'm like, you disappeared on the move. What happened? What caused that to happen? Why didn't you want to be in the field anymore? Oh, I was going to bring the tractor back there for you. Yeah, it's been nice. Having a lot of comments in the chat. Yep, it's been nice. It's good to see more people commenting. We'll see if any of them are people that stay or if they're just around for a little bit, but there's been a lot of new subscribers. 160, 170 in the last month subscribers, so and you're not seeing the old comments from or the new comments on old videos. There's quite a bit of new comments on old videos too. Yeah, the cable I think works. Yep, short higher end cable. Seems like we fixed our audio issues. Alright, I returned the tractor. I like the tractor. I feel there's more detail in FS22 tractors. They've upped the game a little bit. Yeah, don't feel compelled to say something unless you actually have something to say. Nobody has to say something unless you actually have something. No sense in pressuring people into commenting if there's nothing real to comment about. Wait till something comes up and goes, hey, I've got stuff to say on that subject. What? Yes, that's how I transported trees. I threw the truck, or threw the trees into the truck and, huh? Yep, the truck has straps in it. So it's actually a tool we can actually use. It's not just... That's an old little pickup, but same with a newer pickup, it does the same thing. Pour stuff in the back of the bed, so transporting... It's a good sign when you forget how old you are. It's like, it doesn't matter, right? It's like, who cares? Only matters when you're filling out paperwork. Yeah, she said when she was in getting stuff done, they asked her for her age. It's like, I don't remember. Gotta figure it out again. I don't know how old I am. Oh, good! That was, okay, that's a good improvement to the game. Because in real life you can do that. So if you spray herbicide before the big weeds show up, it will still count as you sprayed your herbicide, because farmers spray the herbicide when the seeds are just a little tiny, you wouldn't be able to see them. So when you spray herbicide, yeah, that's a good improvement. Alright, we'll call that beautiful. Walked to the wrong side of the tree and got myself timbered. I wish when you put the chainsaw away it didn't just automatically, the sound of the chainsaw just cuts off instantly. I wish there was a shutdown to the chainsaw. Yes. Like when I put the chainsaw away, it shouldn't just be a cut-off sound or no sound, it's just gone. It's like, yeah, have it shut down to idling and then shut off. If you leave it like this, it'll idle. As soon as you get rid of it, it just immediately shut off. There's no... Sorry. Sorry? What about removing weeds before 50% weed sprout? It increases yield, so if you get weeds early, it increases yield. So if you get your weeds later, weeding doesn't make as much of a benefit, which is realistic. Oh, how much does rolling make a difference? 5%? But it's really easy to do, especially once you have higher horsepower tractors. Yeah, we have a really small little still... Is it still or steel chainsaw? I think it's still, right? Haven't had that running for a bit either. Yeah, I say still. Okay, I think we got all the trees. Yeah, there's our pickup. That's actually useful now in this game. What is that? Oh, it has a license plate on it. Lizard pickup 1986. Yeah, but in real life, what's it based off of? Is it like a mix of different vehicles? It's like a S10? I don't know my older pickups well enough. A Ranger? The headlights aren't right, but the grill is right. No, headlights are not right for S10 either. But the mirrors are more right for S10. What else could it be? What's Dodge's? Does Dodge have a small pickup? I don't know if they did. Um, See, none of them have headlights like that, so yeah, the headlights are side by side. So it's really not based on any old pickup. It's kind of just a mix mash. Yep. Hence why it's called Lizard. It's a little of everything. Oh, right. I came here. Oh, what can we customize on this thing? I like those rims better, actually. Looks a lot more Fordish. Ford-like with those rims. Hey, what happened there? No, I'm not spending any money. I don't think it costs money to change this. There we go. Ah, hitting the wrong buttons, I think. Yeah, customized for $0. Yeah, I like those rims better. Need more information about what. Okay, we're rolling the field.
A lot of people say once it's for like the feet.
There, I like those rims better. Yeah, it has that feel of a little Ranger and a little S10 mixed together. It even has a little bit of a Datsun feel to it in certain angles. Huh? Snow woman. Snowman. Snow woman. What? I'm muted? How long was I muted for? I muted myself. I don't know when. Right. I don't know if you're watching in a... You probably can't read the license plate. If you're watching a low resolution. What's a bad habit you have formed? That is a bad habit if you eat sweets after every dinner. Oh, you were looking for a... No, it's the secret word of the day. Or the week, or the last month. Not very secret. I love the fudge. Yes, it's really good. Eventually the field will be much longer the other direction. So. You're allergic to me? Yeah. You're having an allergic reaction to my clothing? Not safe. Grocery stores are not safe. Wait, Don, are you saying that you just won that? Is that what you're saying? Because that's 20 bucks coming your way. Let's write Don down. Don, on December 23rd, June 23rd? June 23rd. June 23rd, you're eligible again. So yeah, there's actually a lot of good sales going on right now, so I'll make sure I send that to you today. Now I have to go change all the license plates again. Oh. Let's follow the same format. File, save. the wrong button. Save. It's $0 now. $0. I thought, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, whoa, Don's got attitude. No, no, no. He's just saying whenever. I had attitude today. I lost my Christmas spirit today. I have the Christmas spirit back. I just lost it for a second. Offset seems wrong. Yeah, that's better. I yelled at people. I used a lot of F words and BS words. I threatened the truck driver. You guys want the whole story? It's worth it. It's a good story. It just proves that even I lose my cool every now and then and rip someone a new one. So yesterday, pulling into the chipper, where I was going to load today morning, I pulled into the yard and I was going to park in the loading zone where I usually park for the night, and I can wake up at 5 in the morning and get loaded first thing in the morning. Pull in the yard, and before I even get to this loading zone, there's a truck parked in the middle of the road on the chipper's yard. I'm like, okay, can't park there, but okay. Pulled up beside him, and then I'm like, oh, there's the loading zone, and there's a loaded truck in the loading zone. I'm like, why is there a loaded truck in the loading zone? I'm like, I'm confused. But I pulled up beside them and turned my engine off and talked to them because they were both hanging out. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, yeah, I'm loaded. I'm just waiting for him to load tomorrow morning, and then they're going to convoy. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, but you can't park over here. There's forklifts running through here all night, and big rigs running through here all night long. So you really need to move off the road because you're really in the way. So why don't you just park beside your partner in the loading zone over there and then load? And I'm like, and just so you guys know, the forklift driver starts at 5 in the morning, so be up and ready at 5 in the morning. Okay, okay. And then I'm like, I'm going to pull out to the back over there and park out of the way on the back of the yard. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 5. Okay. Off I drove, worked my way around them, and went to bed. And I'm like, well, when I set the alarm, I'm like, they're going to be there loading first. I'm like, why get up early? I'm going to set my alarm for 6. But I woke up at 4:45 in the morning anyway. I'm like, okay, well, I'm awake. So I got up and went inside and used the facilities and talked to the forklift driver. And the forklift driver's all mad going, were you here before or after the guy that's parked in the middle of the road? I'm like, what? I told him he couldn't park on the road. Well, he's parked on the road. And I go, I came after him. He goes, darn, because the loads are set up for you to load first. Your load's right up front, easier to get to, but if he was here first. I'm like, yeah, he was definitely here first. Okay, but I loaded that other guy like at 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to wake him up, or 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm going to kick him off the property because what's he still doing here? Get him off the property. We need to get him out of here so that we can load this other guy. So I drove down to the loading zone, and he was down there already, knocking on this guy's door in the loading zone. It's like, you need to get out of here. There's trucks here. There's business that needs to happen here. So after knocking twice, the second time he had his fist and just banging on the side of the cab. It's like, okay, got to get off the yard. Got trucks to load. So the guy drives away around the corner. Who knows where he went? And then I parked and got out, and I'm like, go and talk to the forklift driver while we're going to wait for the other driver to pull in. And he doesn't pull in. I'm like, it's now 6:15, 6:30. We wasted an hour and 15 minutes already just chatting and having a good time, and eventually I'm like talking to the forklift driver and his boss. They were talking about how these drivers have been giving them troubles yesterday, or the first driver was giving them trouble yesterday already, and the boss said actually the customer that the load's going to were complaining about these drivers too, that they had really been really late. So obviously they're having issues with these two drivers. And while we're talking there, all of a sudden I'm like, hey, that guy's not pulling into the loading station. You said my load's right up front. Who knows when that guy's going to wake up. You want me to just pull in and load me? And he's like, yes, pull in there right now. I'll load you quickly. At least get you out of here. So I scooped the guy, pulled in. I was like halfway loaded when all of a sudden that first driver that was loaded came running up the driveway, and he's waking up the other driver. I'm like, where'd you come from? I thought you were kicked off the property. Whatever. I'm still in a good mood. No big deal. And then I was about halfway loaded. That other driver comes and talks to me and goes, hey, what's going on? I'm like, well, I'm getting loaded. I told you that you're not allowed to park on the road, so the forklift driver's a little angry at you, and I told you to be ready at 5 in the morning, and it's now like 6:45, and I'm almost loaded. You're still sleeping. Well, I thought someone would knock on my door. I'm like, dude, if you want to be loaded right away, you gotta be ready to go at 5 in the morning, like I said last night. I told you. It's like, we're not responsible for setting your alarm. That's something you gotta figure out. You're a big grown-up boy now. I didn't say that, but it's like, come on, man. But anyway, he goes, okay. And then the forklift driver went and gave him crap because now he pulled forward and was in the way. So the forklift driver told him to go to the back, turn around, and park where I had been parked. Still no big deal. I was still in good mood. All good. Everybody's being civil. So I loaded, got out of the way, and pulled toward the tarping station, which is down the road. Before I pulled to the back, the forklift driver goes, and look at that guy, he hasn't even shoveled his deck. All this waiting around and I can't even load him yet. He's got 4 inches of snow on his deck. Like, you better go get him to shovel it before he pulls into the loading zone, or else he's going to shovel all that snow right into your loading zone. So off goes the forklift driver and makes the guy shovel his deck while I drive down to the tarping station. And guess where the other truck driver decided he was going to park and wait for this driver? In the tarping station. There's plenty of places to park other than in the tarping station, especially on that end of the yard. You literally pull one truck length forward and you're out of the way. He decided that a good place to park was in the tarping station. Well, I kind of need that. So I knocked on the door. knocked the door on the door more. I slammed on the door. I'm like, okay, now I'm getting frustrated. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Is this guy in his truck or did he go and help his partner again? So I walk way down. Tarping station is quite a distance from the loading zone. Walk all the way to the loading zone. Sure enough, he's over here telling the other guy how to shovel. He didn't help him shovel, but telling the guy what to do. So I walk up and he very condescendingly goes, "You need a tarp?" And that was the switch. Somebody flicked my light switch. And I was coming up there to nicely ask him to, hey, you need to move out of the tarping station, but the condescending way, the way he goes, you need a tarp? Basically, I parked there on purpose because you scooped this other driver. And the words that came out of my mouth surprised me. I'm like, yes, I effing need to tarp. You're gonna have to effing move out of there right now. That's not a effing place to park under the tarping station. And then I said, you better effing get to your truck before I do, because if I get to your truck before you get there, I'm jumping in your truck, driving it down the cliff. Good luck. And I turned around and walked away, yelling, this is BS. And he shuffled down to his truck pretty quickly. And I'm like, huh, I just threatened to run a different truck driver off the cliff. Probably shouldn't do that. But I was angry. And meanwhile, the forklift driver was watching me, just yelling at this guy, top of my lungs, effing this, effing that, just screaming at him. The forklift driver just comes up to me and just goes, thank you, you made my day. He just goes, I'm not allowed to yell at him, but thank you. It's like, yeah, that probably wasn't cool to do, but he just goes, did that feel a little out of your element? He goes, I've never seen you angry before. So yeah, I had probably only a couple of seconds of a bad day, and then I recovered. And then I went and talked to the snowplow guy that was plowing the yard. I'm like, hey, as soon as this a-hole moves out of the way, I'll stay back here and let you clear that snow all the way out of the way. And then once you're cleared that, and then I'll pull into the tarping station. That way you're done with that part of the yard. He goes, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then a little bit after he cleared the snow, all of a sudden here comes the snowplow guy back to me and goes, guess where he's parked? He's parked now off of the property on the road, blocking the roadway. A busy traffic roadway that goes to a hydroelectricity dam. Blocking the road. Didn't take long before we heard honking horns. Everybody's going to work because we were there early, right? Here comes 7 o'clock and everybody's mad and honking horns, so I don't know what. If they were just having a bad day, well, I guess not, because maybe they're just that type of people. They just don't care. They only think about themselves. So yeah, I got angry, lost my Christmas spirit, and had a couple of seconds of a bad day, and then I was good again after that. I think it's really important when you have a bad day where you lose your cool like that, is to reset yourself and go, okay, don't let a couple of seconds of a bad day ruin the rest of your good day. And then I enjoyed the rest of the day again. So yeah, I laid down a couple of F-bombs. That's pretty much every third word. It was effing or BS. I've done that before. I lose my cool every now and then. I know when I was a manager for all those years, I can remember twice where I lost my cool and yelled at one of my workers at the top of my lungs inside the workplace instead of having a private conversation with them. Twice. I can remember exactly where and when those were in 13 years. Now, that's not the only times I got mad at work. I yelled at some shoplifters and stuff too, but or some scammers and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't. I remember at Walmart when I did that. I had one of the ladies come up to me and said, "I'm very disappointed in you. A Christian boy like you shouldn't." I'm like, whatever. Whatever. Sometimes cuss words need to be used to get the point across to someone that obviously isn't going to listen to anything you say. Because I talked to them the day before and they didn't listen to a word I told them the day before. So they weren't understanding my language, so I had to use different language they understood. Sometimes you need to use language that they understand. And nowhere in the Bible does it say, "Thou shalt not swear." I like using that. Anybody that's not super familiar with the Bible just says, "Wait a minute, isn't that one of the 10 Commandments?" No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. The Bible says thou shalt not swear. It doesn't say thou shalt not curse or cuss. When they're talking about swearing, that's taking an oath. And that's based on basically we're human, we make mistakes, maybe we're not remembering something right, and if we swear an oath that we said something, well, what if we're wrong? Maybe I'm not remembering the situation right. Just being US Walmarts are actually quite different than Canadian Walmarts. Canadian Walmart's employees get paid more money, and Canadian Walmarts used to be a lot better than they are now. They are a lot more Americanized now than they used to be. But I remember when Canadian Walmarts were quite respectable stores to go into. Not as much anymore. That was a school bus sign. I don't remember a school bus rule, no profanity. Our school bus driver was pumping country music so loud through the school bus, I don't think anyone would have heard profanity. And the thing is, if you're a person that doesn't swear a lot, and all of a sudden you are swearing, everybody will listen. You now have everyone's undivided attention. Okay, something serious is going on here. The guy that never gets angry is angry. We should listen. The fact that I was on a 2-week run and tired probably had something to do with it. I am a very patient person. Every now and then that patience does run out. You guys had an 8-track player? I don't know who Pat Benatar is. I remember everybody in the bus belting out "Achy Breaky Heart" on the top of their lungs. Yeah, I gotta say, I belted out Achy Breaky Heart many times too. That song came on every single day, twice, going to school and coming back from school. Garth Brooks, Achy Breaky Heart. James says, if you're always angry, people just ignore it, nobody cares. If you're rarely angry, suddenly you start yelling, or everybody is suddenly on alert. Yep. Yeah. That goes for like a good worker too. If you have a really lazy worker that does something every single day, and all of a sudden you have a really good worker that does that same something, the boss is all of a sudden upset. Hey, what's going on here? Why did you do that? It's like, why are you mad at me? That guy does it every single day. Yeah, but you don't. Why? If all of a sudden you do something that's out of character, you get people's attention. Billy Ray Cyrus? Is Billy Ray Achy Breaky Heart? I thought that was Garth Brooks. Is it Billy Ray Cyrus? Huh. I don't know how to spell Achy Breaky Heart. Billy Ray Cyrus. Eh, fine. Boot Scoot Boogie, yep, you're right. Yep, Billy Ray Cyrus. Jess has been gone for a while. She must be doing the triangle on the other side. You were? Oh yeah. Alright. She hasn't been down this way for a bit. I bet she's working on that little triangle. Oh no, that's Brooks and Dunn is Scoot Boot. Oh, it's funny. I had the Brooks and Dunn cassette tape. I remember that. Yeah, it's not my preferred genre either, but when you have 4 years of high school of country every single day, that kind of sticks in your head and kind of keeps that hold on your, when you hear that music, it brings you back to that time of your life. Friends in low places. Well, can't fix it, we don't have money to fix it. It's okay. I'll survive. Once we have money, I'm gonna fix it. We're gonna be probably 10 grand in debt, I bet, before we have money, if not more. Yeah, if you can sell the rocks, we should probably sell the rocks. Or me, whoever does that job. Even if we can just sell them at a cheap price. Actually, we can probably see that. Let's go to that menu. No, the price doesn't change for rocks. Yeah, farm chop, we can sell them for 12 bucks a liter. So if we turn them into lime, we make a lot more money. But You need the lime station, or the production, all that stuff, yeah. Considering maybe our second field should be near the shop and we start setting up some production stuff. I don't know if the second piece of property we buy, but eventually we should buy some production stuff. Lots of Shania Twain too. Was Shania Twain not Whose Boots Have Your Bed Been Under? I think I remember that. High school. Reba McEntire was big then too. Jeopardy's kind of fallen to the wayside, hasn't it? With the new host. don't think they've found their right host yet. Yes, you are sleep deprived, that's for sure. How many hours are you going on now? Can't remember how many you said earlier, but we've been streaming for almost 3, so... Yeah, I don't think anybody can do justice to Alex Trebek. Yeah, it's still going, but it's just not good. Don't realize how good of a job Alex Trebek did as a host. How much that show was Alex Trebek. So basically they're hiring a host for 1 season and see what sticks. So they went with 2 hosts this season. Plows a little bit of a bug when you switch it over. It does a little weird torque thing every now and then. Yeah, I guess when you're a host of a show for that many years, it's really hard to replace someone. Yeah, Drew Carey did a decent job at Price is Right. Drew Carey was a good second choice. Yeah, try replacing Pat Sajak. You couldn't replace him. Yeah, Pat Sajak's still around, yes. But I'm saying when he stops hosting Wheel of Fortune, good luck trying to get a replacement for him. Anywhere where the host has been around for a long time. Family Feud. Although that host has changed a lot, but what's guy's current? He's really funny. I like their current host is really enjoyable. I don't watch any of these TV shows. I watch short clips of. Oh yeah, Steve Harvey. Yep. I watch short clips of Family Feud on YouTube. Yeah, that's true. When Bob retired and Alex Trebek passed away, it's a very sudden ending of hosting that show, right? I mean, they knew he was sick for a while, but I did a bit. I was bored. Did a little bit of Duolingo French. It did all right. I was very rusty, but I did all right. Better than I thought it would do. That's true. When the current host has a say in who replaces him, that's probably beneficial to the show. What? Marco's starting to abbreviate Ghost Bear. That's not a good sign. Well, during the week, Marcus said PNW. And it took me way too long to figure out what PNW was. You back in the PNW? I'm like, what? I don't know what the guy's smoking. Oh, never mind. I got it. few people that have the ability to stalk me and know exactly where I am. Which actually means the question, are you back in the PNW, doesn't really apply because you knew where I was before you asked the question. It's a lot of plowing, I tell ya. A lot of plowing. Yeah, you're doing a lot of mulching. And there's going to be a lot of stones to pick up. But hey, all those stones might get us a little bit less debt. I doubt it'll pay off the debt. But it'll be a little bit less debt. Crazy. If you need a break from mulching, just go grab the rock. Just drop the mulcher where it is and start collecting some rock. Actually, honestly, I'll probably end the stream here pretty soon because I'm tired. Bedtime sounds glorious. Yes, please. Heat on in the bedroom would be good right about now. We let the bedroom go ice cold during the day. We only heat the room we're currently in, or about to be in. In fact, we're not heating this room at all. The computers are doing just fine at heating this room. It is snowing outside. It's very soft, small flakes coming down. Definitely going to be a whitish Christmas. I enjoyed my Texas run. It was fun. Saw they were actively harvesting cotton while I was going through. There's a reason why I did not share those photos. Pleading the fifth. Yes, you may. Why would you have to ask me? It's Christmas. You're allowed to do Christmas-ish stuff. She's wanting to eat some Christmas chocolate. No, I'm working on not getting on trouble by pleading the fifth. I'll have one. Just one. Drop the plow. Completely opposite. Nothing to do with any conversation we had. There are such things as distracted driving laws. Setco had a truck that caught fire? 2 trucks that caught fire. 2 chip trucks that caught fire. The trailer third axle caught on fire. That on the first trailer, which would be right where the sawdust kind of collects, so they need to clear that sawdust or wood chips out of there more often. Yeah, so don't ride your brakes. Don't overheat the hubs. Yeah, that's you're running the brakes too hot and you've got wood chips sitting. One kilometer east of Bridesville, just came down the hill. Loaded heading east, he just came down the hill. He was riding... Oh wait, Rydal Falls going west? So, well, Bridesville, that means he was not riding brakes at all. That has nothing to do with hot brakes then. Because if he was headed west, that's climbing a mountain. So no, that's not riding brakes at all. That's... Yeah, I guess the only thing I can think of is, did you check the grease in the hub to make sure the hub wasn't overheating? And the other one was Lavington, headed which way? Headed east. So headed towards the ferry. There's not downhill, not a lot downhill that way. Not enough to overheat brakes or either, so that shouldn't start a fire either. Huh. Removing the wood chips is important. grounds that you may incinerate yourself. Incinerate yourself. Yeah. That's not a good idea. Incineration is very, very, very bad for your health. Are you going for more chocolate? You're not. Yeah, I think as soon as I catch up with you here, I'll probably call it. Well, if you really look back at it, we were all idiots back when we were in school. It's like, huh. Some of us grew out of being idiots. Some of us are still in our high school idiot stage. Yeah, I agree. They did a really good really good job on sound in this game. ATS could use a better sound. Bit of an update there would be healthy too. And I like that different makes and models have completely different sound as well. Like if I'm running this tractor versus the other tractor, the sounds are quite different. Alright, I'm just going to go to the end, turn around, and I'll park it for the night. And then I'm going to edit at least one video. I'm sure if we went back to Farming Sim 19, we would find the sound a lot flatter. Yeah, see, it sounds completely different. She's running it without a front weight, but yeah, it's a light little mulcher. Alright, running without a front weight. Yeah, thanks, Don. snowman no longer is a thing. I have to figure something new out for tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow, right? I don't know. I'll play ATS tomorrow evening for sure. But other than that, I don't know. I'm kind of going to make stuff up and go as I feel. But thank you guys. You guys all have a good night. I'm out of here. You guys rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.